making a stir fry tonight, a beef stir fry, and so I figured while I was making dinner anyway, I would just make a video and kind of show you guys what I'm doing. I'm actually kind of experimenting. I haven't made this before. I've made regular stir fry before, but I wanted something, since we eat so late at night, that have a lot less carbs. So I'm trying tonight a cauliflower substitute for the rice, and so it could be really good or really terrible. I don't know. We'll see. So that is what I'm about to cook, and you guys are gonna be right here with me to see how I do it. So first off, I'm gonna start out with the cauliflower. So you're gonna put your pan on medium high. You don't want it too crazy high. And I'm using the recipe that I looked at actually called for sesame oil. I haven't used that before, so I'm actually just gonna use coconut oil. That's what I use for everything. So I'm just gonna use like a couple teaspoons just to kind of get it started. And if you have a wok, which I don't have one, but if you do have a wok, that is the preferable method, it looked like. So I'm just kind of working with what I have. I have these awesome stainless steel pans. I use them for everything. They have a copper bottom, so they heat up like super, super fast. And I have bought pretty much everything frozen. I work all the time, so I really don't have a ton of time to spend. So I just have a frozen stir fry blend here. So it's got, per serving, it's like 20 milligrams of sodium, 2 sugars. It's got some fiber in it, so that's good. 2 grams of protein, so nothing really bad in here. You do kind of have to watch like what you buy, because a lot of times, especially with like the stir fry mix, they will load it completely full of sodium, and especially if you're going to use soy sauce and stuff like that, you want to be careful because you'll like really double dose it. So I'm going to put a half cup of water in this pan over here. Dump these vegetables in here, and let's see. Basically, you just bring it to a boil. I think you're supposed to bring it to a boil first, but whatever. Yeah, 7 to 9 minutes. Let's see. Here we go. There's a lid. Awesome. So I also bought frozen cauliflower. So the recipe I looked at actually called for a head of cauliflower, and you're supposed to grate it. You can also use a food processor, so that's pretty cool. This oil got really, really hot really fast. So let that cool down a little bit. That might actually be too hot. Maybe start more on medium first, not high. Let's try that again. Yeah, so maybe if you buy frozen cauliflower, don't heat up your oil first. Just go ahead and put it in there with the oil. got a little too hot too quick. So I'm going to turn it back to closer to medium, but still on medium high. And it should be like a pretty quick recipe. That's kind of like one reason I picked it. I really prefer not to spend more than like 30 minutes on dinner if possible. Just because we get home so late, like it's 11 o'clock right now. Don't want to wait too late. So I'm supposed to just have this cauliflower on medium high for about 5 minutes. So I'm actually going to set a timer. That way I don't forget. And while it's in here going, this is when you would want to season it. So I really like cauliflower because it is super versatile. You can pretty much flavor it like any way you want to, which makes it so awesome. Salt it a little bit. Get a little bit of pepper. I like a lot of pepper and stuff. I don't know about you guys, but gives it a little bit more taste. And so now that I kind of have that going, there's actually a lot more stuff you can put in this. Like I just simplify the recipes that I find online, just simply so it takes less time, prep time. But you can put a chopped onion in here. You can put green onion in here, garlic cloves. A lot of people were putting a lot of different stuff in here. You can get mixed vegetables and actually make it in here all at the same time. I already bought like this stir fry vegetables, so I just steam them. I might throw them in a little bit at the end. And now I'm actually going to go ahead and start with the meat. So with the meat, that is going to be done on medium high as well. And you're also going to put oil to start. So once again, nice spoon of coconut oil. Get me started. And I actually bought the meat that I was going to use yesterday. So you can go to the store and get meat at like Winn-Dixie or wherever, and it's pre-cut. You can get, they have kinds for stews or stir fry or whatever. I don't think it matters that much, like how it's cut. I think it comes down to preference. I know I don't really care for skirt steak. I just wanted some like decent steak. But I'm not a fan of the skirt steak. It's just so thin whenever you cook it. It's like it's just always overdone. So so I just put my meat in a container yesterday. I just took it out and I used my favorite seasoning probably ever for any kind of steak is Dale's. And then just some low sodium soy sauce. Nothing fancy. Once again, like you could totally put garlic and all kinds of other things in there. It's great whenever it marinates overnight. So alright, that is actually looking good, smelling good. Let's see. Yeah. So now the oil's melted, so you gotta give it like a minute for the oil to melt. And then you can just throw the meat in there. I'm just going to dump it in there with all the marinated stuff. These veggies are looking good. So the veggies are only 7 to 9 minutes. You can just steam them. So I may take them out just in a minute here whenever the cauliflower's done. Pop them in there with the cauliflower. Kind of give them a little bit of a chance to kind of simmer together and to make sure it has like a little bit of a crunch to it. I don't want it to be like too soft. So this meat, it really shouldn't take that long at all to cook since it's on medium high. I do have it on a smaller burner though, so it may take a little bit more time. Generally, let's see, there goes my timer for the cauliflower, so I'm just going to shut this off. Ooh, that is hot. I'm going to strain this really quick. Alright, and then I'm just going to put this all in here together. It's actually looking and smelling really good, so that's kind of exciting. I was really like on the fence with this recipe. I'm not really sure. Everything cauliflower that I've ever tried though, I really like. Green Giant has like a ton of cauliflower alternatives that I absolutely love. You just pop them in the microwave and they're super easy to do. So that is absolutely wonderful and a time saver for someone who's super busy. Hopefully this recipe will be a good one though, because if so, I am going to get some cauliflower, stick it in a food processor, and I'm just going to freezer bag that stuff up. Because if truly that is a good alternative for rice, I love rice, but it's just not something you can eat all the time, especially late at night. Like, you really can't excuse eating it at 11 o'clock at night whenever you get home. Even though it is right after we train at the gym, you just can't really, you can't do that and try to keep your weight down. It's just probably not going to work out. So I'm going to actually put this back on medium, low medium. While this meat is cooking, I'm about to get 2 eggs and crack it and put it in the fried rice. So I'm actually going to get a little bit more coconut oil and just put it right there in the middle. And then basically you just like push all this to the edge while that's melting. And it just calls for 2 eggs. And I just kind of broke the yolk. Don't really think we're making sunny side up, so it's kind of like scrambled eggs. And basically you just kind of let that cook in the middle, keep an eye on it, and then mix it all together at the end. This meat is smelling really, really good. Don't think it's done just yet. It's only been in here a few minutes. So I'm going to actually check to see if this meat is done. It shouldn't really take that long to cook, considering I like it medium rare generally. Anything steak medium rare is my favorite. So this egg is cooking like super fast now, so this should be done really soon. Actually, go ahead and turn the heat off on these because they'll probably cook the rest of the way by themselves. So, let's see. It's looking pretty good, as you can see. Still got some pink in the middle. It's brown on the edges, so I'm probably just gonna keep that heat off. And we'll just let them kind of stir in their own juices for just the last few minutes while I finish up this rice and these vegetables. And so basically, once you get the egg done, the finishing touch, I guess, for this rice stir fry is soy sauce. So, which I have right here. And I looked at a couple of different recipes. Some of them called for like 2 or 3 tablespoons. Some of them called for like 1/4 cup. So I'm just going to do 1/8 cup, and I'm going to see kind of what that looks like, what that tastes like, and then kind of go from there, considering it's, you know, soy sauce. And I have a ton of sauce left in the pan with the meat. So I just turned it back down to medium low. I don't want it to cook too much more since everything's pretty much done. Crazy how fast that egg cooks in this with everything else around it like that. May have to put a little bit more. It looks like it really soaked it up quick. Give it a little taste. See what the cauliflower tastes like. It's actually not bad at all. Super hot though. Yeah, this looks really good. So I think that's basically it. So now you just eat it. So that took all of 20 minutes. Stir fry rice with cauliflower as a substitute, and just some steak to make it good. So that is how you can cut carbs late at night with your dinner. maybe you guys could try this at home, and like maybe it'll be one of your go-to recipes. I know I was talking to some people the other day just about diet, and one of the hardest things is actually eating more than like the same 4 meals. You just kind of get stuck in a routine and then you get bored. So this might be something that you could throw in. Easy peasy recipe. And if you like it, just let me know. Thanks.